Crayfish, also known as crawfish or crawdads, are small, 10-legged crustaceans that can be found in bodies of water throughout the United States and other countries. Using fishing poles, special traps, or even your bare hands, you can catch them for a fun family activity. When you're finished, you can eat these mini lobsters or keep one as an unusual pinchy pet. Just make sure you're only catching crawfish where it's legal and where you can find them. So keep on watching. The best crayfish spots. Number 1. Malibu Creek, California. Red swamp crayfish management and removal efforts have focused on Malibu Creek in western Los Angeles country. The red swamp crayfish is a non-native species that has harmed native fish species like the arroyo chub and the southern steelhead trout. Because there are no native crayfish in Southern California streams to compete for food or living space with the red swamp crayfish, conservation organizations have actively encouraged volunteer participation. Take a trip to Malibu Creek if you want to catch crawfish while also contributing to conservation efforts. Number 2. Topanga Creek, California. Topanga Creek is another location in Southern California with a large population of red swamp crayfish. Crayfish roundups and removal programs in Topanga Creek are frequently coordinated by the Resource Conservation District of the Santa Monica Mountains. Don't wonder where to fish in Topanga Creek for anything other than non-native red swamp crayfish because no other fish species are permitted. Number 3. Louisiana. The most famous crayfish stand is in Louisiana, where Cajuns have long revered the reddish, long-clawed crayfish. Huge rice paddies serve as crayfish reservoirs, and enormous amounts of crayfish are consumed each year, often heaped out on newspapers. Other crayfish species can be found further north. Number 4. Missouri. Crawdad catching is a fun activity for people of all ages, and these little crustaceans are abundant in Missouri's streams, brooks, and creeks. First, there is a list of items a person will need before setting out to hunt crawdads, which includes a long-handled net, string, meat bait, and a bucket. Once these things have been assembled, you are then prepared to go exploring and catch some of these tasty little critters. Number 5. Upper Midwest Lakes, Michigan. In the early 20th century, the only crayfish found in lakes in northern Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan were virile crayfish, but by the mid to late 20th century, anglers had introduced and spread northern clearwater crayfish and rusty crayfish. Number 6. Texas. Because of Texas' changing weather patterns, some people have turned to crawfish farming to ensure a steady supply of these crustaceans several times a year. In fact, people can get their crawfish fix from January to August thanks to these farms. However, this is still dependent on the weather and the producer. However, if you want to catch the biggest and best crawfish available, March and April are the months to go. Crawfish should be bigger and fatter at this time of year. Number 7. Alabama. Alabama has 97 species of crayfish, more than any other state. Some species are extremely widespread, spanning large swaths of eastern North America. Many other species, on the other hand, have extremely limited distributions. Although the majority of crayfish species live in streams, some have adapted to other environments. Primary burrowers dig tunnels to the water table but have no direct connection to streams. Secondary and tertiary burrowers dig tunnels that connect to streams. 6 Alabama crayfish species can only be found in caves and underground streams. After knowing all, where else can you break up your fishing trips to catch crayfish? Let me know in the comments and make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the icon bell to stay updated for more crayfish episodes.